Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Pretty excited to share today with you. Today is my 1 year anniversary on Weight Watchers. It has been a roller coaster ride and a hell of a journey. And I took some notes down for myself, and I figured I would just walk you through how the year went, how I'm feeling about Weight Watchers, what I would recommend about it, and then maybe one thing that I wouldn't recommend, although it's going to be tough to figure that one out because there wasn't a lot I wouldn't recommend, honestly. But if you're like me, you came into a new year, you were very unhappy and very overweight. I'll show you my picture right here of what my weight was and where I was at in my starting journey. I wasn't in a good place. I was almost 300 pounds. I had been on this roller coaster of fitness for like 2 years. I had lost weight, I had gained weight. I had started at 322 pounds. I had gotten down to as low as like 255. Then I went back up to 290. It was just all over the place, and I didn't really feel good about where I was on the journey. So what I did is my wife was saying she wanted to join Weight Watchers, and I said, is it okay if I join with you? I didn't have a lot of expectations. As a guy going into Weight Watchers, you kind of don't know what to do or what to expect. And I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting a ton going into it. I thought maybe if I could lose 40 or 50 pounds, it'd be a good catalyst and help me get to where I wanted to get to. But it has been a huge lifesaver for me and a huge change of lifestyle and almost in mindset. Right? Weight Watchers talks about their 4 pillars. It's obviously diet, so food, activity, exercise, mindfulness, so your thought process, and sleep, and they all matter. And I've gotten better at all of them this year. So super grateful for Weight Watchers. I love everything they offer. But I want to walk you through my year and how my journey went. So if you're in the same struggle that I am, you're probably going to have a really hot start, and it's going to slow down at certain points in times. And then you're also going to have obstacles or roadblocks where it slows down even more. And I wanted to share with you. So in January, I walked into the Weight Watchers studio with my wife the first time, and I weighed in. I weighed 290.4 pounds. The first week was awesome. I lost 11.5 pounds the first week. I'm like, this is great. This is going to be amazing. And I felt amazing. And that first week, I started at 290. I walked out of the first month at 268. So I lost a lot of weight that first month, 22 pounds. I felt amazing. I was in a good place. I started with a ton of points. At the end of that month, I still had a whole bunch of points, so it was easy for me to figure out what I wanted to eat every day. I could still eat quite a bit and still lose weight. What was good for me is I really got into walking. That's the month I really started walking quite a bit. My wife and I would walk outside in the winter. We'd do 30 to 40 minutes. And I got to the gym every day. Well, we get into March, and at the end of March, I was 252 pounds. So I lost another 16 pounds in March, right? So 4 pounds a week. Feeling good. I got to the gym every day, but then COVID hit. And at the end of March, I stopped going to the gym, which was a huge change for me. I had been going to the gym really steadily, at least 6 or 7 days a week for that, 2 years at that point in time. So it was a mindset shift for me, and I was nervous on what I was going to do. And I was pretty strong at that point in time. I had been lifting pretty regularly, and it was a shift on how I worked out for the next few months until the gyms opened back out. And it did change my body for good and for bad, and I'll share that in just a little bit. Going into April, I got down to 241 pounds, so I lost another 11 pounds in April. Feeling really good. The weather started to get better. We started walking more outside, longer distances. I started biking again, which was interesting because my bike rides were very short. A long ride for me would be 10 or 11 miles, so I hadn't really gotten into some of the longer rides I would do later in the year. But it was good because I was back into doing a different exercise that wasn't just walking. And again, I wasn't in the gym yet because of some of the COVID protocols. Come May, I was 227 pounds. So May was even a better month than April was, right? We lost 14 pounds in May, and I felt really, really good. May brought a couple of firsts for me. It was my first ride over 20 miles on the bike, which was awesome. I felt really good. And I was in like kind of that striking distance of losing 100 pounds total. I started at 322. I was at 227. For 3 years, I tried to lose 100 pounds. I wanted to get that first milestone under my belt. And I was able to in May. I was able to in June. But in May, I had really seen it within striking distance. And it pushed me and motivated me. So in June, I was down to 214, 13 pounds down. Lost that 100 pounds. I finally had that monkey off my back of what I was trying to get to. And I tackled my first 50-mile bike ride. I just got up one morning. I said, I'm just going to go out and do it. Threw a backpack on, got out and did 50 miles in about 4 hours. It was great. Felt good, 12.5 miles an hour. And I was proud of the work I had done. We also started this channel in June. Now we're at our 100th video, and we're over 100 subscribers. We're over 7,000 views. Just unbelievable. You have no idea how much you inspire me when you share your stories, or when you tell me that something we were able to do has helped you. So I can't thank you enough to the people that watch this channel and keep me going to create new content, because you've kept me motivated to want to help everybody else. So thank you so much for allowing me to share this fitness journey with you. July, we got down to 207. We lost 7 pounds. This is when my points really started to dip, though. I was down into the low 40s now. I started with 56 points. I was down to the low 40s. That's one really good meal a day. To put in perspective, that 13 or 14 point difference is 8 ounces of chicken breast, a serving of mashed potatoes, green beans, and probably a slice of bread. So I was literally had that much food taken away from my diet over that 6-month period of time, and I was starting to struggle a little bit with figuring out the food on the journey. The fitness was getting really good. July, we tackled some crazy stuff: the 100-mile bike ride, the 100,000 step challenge, which we worked out to 46 miles. Right, we had challenged some stuff in July that really pushed us. But I did 500 miles on my bike outside. That was the first month, I think, that I tried to out-exercise my diet, because I'm also a barbecue guy, and I was grilling like crazy and eating a ton, probably more than I should. So July was a really challenging month, from the point change, from understanding that I can't out-exercise all the food I was eating. So it was an interesting month for me, and it definitely put me in a different mindset. And it took me into August. So August, I was down to 202 pounds. So I lost 5 pounds in July. Good month. I got back to more of a normal eating rhythm. We still had the barbecues, but they were less frequent. We didn't have as many birthdays. There wasn't as much stuff going on, right? I think people started to get a little more nervous with COVID again, so some of the outdoor barbecues I had with friends and family kind of slowed down a little bit. And I got back into more strength workouts, less cardio. If you see my picture that I'm going to post in July from my birthday, I was 212 pounds, I think, in that picture. And I look skinnier than I do today at 188 or 187, right? I had lost a ton of muscle mass because of just doing a ridiculous amount of cardio. Like I said, in July I did 500 miles on the bike. I think I did 230 miles walking, so we had like almost 750 miles combined, and it was all cardio. Very, very little working out, right? I got back in the gym in July, but it was like one workout a week with my trainer. It was not nearly as focused as what we would do later on to get back to some of our strength and change our workout philosophy a little bit. So it was interesting, right? September comes along. September was probably my worst month in the plan. I got back into some of the workouts. I stayed solid with my workouts. I didn't give up anything. Got the Peloton at the end of the month, which, literally at the end of the month, like the 29th, so we got like 2 Peloton workouts in. We had a couple of days we missed some bike rides because of some weather. And I only did like 300 miles biking, and I think 200 miles walking, or 180 miles walking. So again, solid numbers, but not nearly to what we had been prior. And we didn't really do any really long rides in September. We also took a vacation that month. I went up to New Hampshire, and we ate whatever we wanted, and that also derailed me. So in September, I stayed flat. I started the month at 202. I ended the month at 202. And that was the first time I got a little bit discouraged, but I found out, it was easy to get back into it. Just reset your mindset. That's why mindset is one of the key factors, and get back into your routine, and it'll all come back relatively quickly. We got into October. We're down into 197. We lost 5 pounds in October. And man, I couldn't have been more excited in October, because I had seen under 200 pounds for the first time since 1994 when I got out of the military. I'm going to be honest with everybody on this channel. I never, ever thought I would see the day when I weighed less than 200 pounds again. I never thought it was in my lifestyle. From 22 years old on up until 47, I weighed between 240 and 330 pounds. I never ever thought at 47 years old I would get down to under 200 pounds again. It was probably the coolest thing I could think of, and I was blown away, and I was super excited, and I'm so happy I could share it with you. But October, we got a ton of Peloton rides in. We got really focused on the diet, stayed really focused, changed, especially at the end of the week. We got into what we joke about and we call entree salad night, and we do that on Thursday and Fridays, and we get entree salad, so a big salad with some protein in it, and we absolutely love it. So it's a joke in the house. So if you come on our house on Thursday or Friday, you're gonna have an entree salad with whatever you want for protein. I either do steak tips, chicken. I've done falafel on it. We've done shrimp. So that was really a good change for us, and it really got me focused on my weigh-ins and getting back into some rhythm of being more focused on the diet. Come November, we lost 3 pounds. We did not let Thanksgiving derail us. We stayed incredibly focused. We also did 20,000 steps every day. There was a challenge for work. 10,000 steps a day, so I had my 10,000 steps every day in before like 8 or 8:30. And I decided to push myself to see if I could do 20,000 steps a day. I did. It's the most steps I've done in a month. It's the most miles I've done in a month. That was around 280, 290 miles that month. It was awesome. So we did a really good job. December. So this was a challenge for me, and this is where I talked about the lifestyle change and what I wanted to get after. I knew at the end of December I was going to have Christmas and New Year's. We were going to celebrate it. I had some vacation between Christmas and New Year's. We went out to New Year's Eve dinner with some good friends of ours to a really nice restaurant. We ate like crazy. I said to myself, I am going to hit 100 pounds down on Weight Watchers the week before Christmas. And I did. And then I proceeded to gain back about 7 pounds the next 2 weeks, 6 to 7 pounds, right? So, and I was 100% okay with this. I need everyone on here to understand this when you jump into this program. It is a lifestyle. You are going to gain and lose weight. As I am getting incredibly close to my final weight of 179, sitting here today at 187 pounds, it's going to take me probably another 2 or 3 months to get to 179. I'm going to have weeks that I gain weight because I am going to live my life, and I am not going to be a slave to a specific diet and what I want to do. So I wanted to spend a little time sharing the journey with you. It was an amazing year. Weight Watchers was incredible. To Judy and all the amazing coaches, the multiple Michelles that we work with, you are amazing people. I can't thank you enough. To all the people we talk to all the time at the meetings, you inspire us, you make us laugh. We're so proud of all the stuff that you've done this year. Just thank you to everyone at Weight Watchers for whatever you've done. I said this before on my 100-pound weight loss video. Here's what I love about Weight Watchers: accountability, activity, and awareness. If you do Weight Watchers and you truly do it and you got to weigh in every week, you're going to be accountable to your weigh-ins. You need to stay active to get there, and you're going to be aware of what your weight is. If you do that, you will 100% lose weight and you'll be successful on the program. Maybe the one thing I don't like on Weight Watchers would be the one miss. Well, there's 2 small things, and they're both small and nothing that should stop you from joining it. I still don't think Weight Watchers does enough to attract men. I still think that their program makes men feel like it's not a program for them when it 100% is. So I would love to see Weight Watchers focus a little bit more on their advertising and to get more men in, because I believe this would help a ton of guys. And for all the guys that I've seen that have stuck with this, we do incredibly well in this program. So do not let the fact that you don't see a lot of advertising for Weight Watchers derail you from the fact that it's an amazing program for men. The second thing I would tell you that's a small thing is there's a lot of redundancies. Again, when you go to a meeting every week, there's always so many things you can talk about. And I do find that as I've been going for a year, we've covered some of the same subjects multiple times. Again, it's always good to have a refresher and keep your mindset going into that direction. But that would be my other small nitpick. So just a little bit of redundancies. So I sit here today, 187 pounds, down 102 pounds on Weight Watchers, down 135 pounds total. Incredibly grateful to share this journey with you in a place I could never imagine myself doing. Looking forward to challenging myself in the new year. I hope you'll continue the journey with us. We're not going to stop. We'll continue to have new videos all the time. Delicious or Suspicious on Tuesday. Sunday exercise videos. Thursday healthy cooking. A couple of times a month on Friday, Fitness Technology Fridays, and our Saturday fitness blog to keep you all motivated. If I can help with anything, throw it down in the comments below, please. I need more comments to give you the content that you're looking for that'll make your journey more successful. Like we always say on this channel, please hit that like and subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. Thank you for following me through 100 videos so far. I'm looking forward to the next 100. My other ask would be, let's grow this channel 400 subscribers in the next 4 months. That means we need to get to as many people as we can to get to 500. So please share with somebody. If you see this video and it helps you, share it with a friend or family member. And once you share, please hit that subscribe button. It's a small little click for you, but for this channel, it means a lot. Thanks as always. Have an amazing day. Please share your journey with us in the comments below, and we'll talk to everybody soon on Mayhem Fit.